The Bests, Nintendo 3DS. Here's the games we recommend for Nintendo's handheld device. Animal Crossing New Leaf. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, you're given a whole town to play with, along with charming villagers. You'll decorate and expand a house, fish, and catch bugs. Who knew that a sleepy town of anthropomorphic animals could be so fulfilling? Fire Emblem Awakening. Awakening revolves around two things: complex tactical combat and sweet romance. It's a turn-based tactical role-playing game with a twist. As your combatants fight alongside one another, they can fall in love. Without all the love and marriage, Fire Emblem Awakening would be an immaculately designed, rewarding, and difficult strategy game. With all the love and marriage, it becomes one of the best strategy games on any system, and certainly one of the best games on the 3DS. Phoenix Wright, Dual Destinies. One part detective game and one part visual novel, Dual Destinies tells the tale of defense attorney Phoenix Wright and his can-do subordinate as they embark upon zany adventures in the name of justice. Knowledge of past games isn't required, although there are still plenty of fun callbacks for longtime fans. Phoenix's world may be trapped in a dark age of the law, but Dual Destinies is a 3DS bright spot. The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. There hasn't been an action role-playing game quite like The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds in more than 20 years. What began as a remake of the Super Nintendo classic The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past is now one of the most delightfully charming adventures available on any platform. It's the perfect melding of old and new into something better than the sum of its parts. Luigi's Mansion: Dark Moon. Luigi's Mansion: Dark Moon is a sequel to the 2001 GameCube game. It will make players chuckle as Mario's skinnier brother sucks up ghosts using a souped-up vacuum. It's a new installment that successfully adds multiplayer and new mechanics in ways that don't ruin an already fun experience. Whether it's pulling away curtains to reveal coins and secret passages, or stunning a handful of ghosts to suck them up all at once, Luigi feels resourceful in a way that's not possible when he's playing second fiddle to Mario. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. So you want to go hunting monsters, stand toe-to-toe with a Leviathan, kill it, and wear its face for a hat? Well, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate is here. Grab some friends, chow down on some delicious food, suit up, and go do something reckless. This game takes the series' tried and true formula and improves on it in several welcome ways. Once you get past the initial learning curve, it'll become a minor obsession. Mario Kart 7. The Mario Kart formula wasn't broken, so you can't say that Nintendo needed to fix it. The franchise's 3DS debut added new elements that tap into the device's key features. These new additions include glider wings, aerial sections, submersible karts, and underwater detours. You can steer using the gyroscope while airborne, and get the benefit of a nice 3D pop when you're soaring or submerged. Just goes to show that your wheels don't have to be on the ground for Mario Kart to still be great. Professor Layton and the Azran Legacy. Could the 6th Professor Layton game really be the best one? It's at least the best one on the 3DS. Professor Layton games present a mix of exploration-based, story-heavy adventuring mixed with lots and lots of brain teasers and other puzzles to solve. In this game, Layton and friends are trying to unlock the power of an ancient civilization. The game is more open world than its predecessors, but is nevertheless set in a rich world full of colorful characters. The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask 3D. For years, Majora's Mask was the cool Zelda game, the one the hip kids all said was their favorite. Since it's been re-released on 3DS, we can all play it and see that the hip kids were totally right. It's not much like any other Zelda game, but that's a good thing. It's great for anyone who didn't play it the first time around, and for everyone who did. Boxboy. Boxboy is a side-scrolling puzzle game that will show you how to do something new, like how to get your little self-replicating box person to build himself into a hook and climb over a ledge. It starts simply, asks little of you, and then soon enough teaches you moves that would have seemed like wizardry mere minutes before. The last game to do this was Portal, and yeah, we know that's a bold statement. Pokémon X and Y. While Pokémon has always been a staple of Nintendo handhelds, Pokémon X and Y are definitely the highlights of the franchise. You'll still play as a kid who catches and raises as many cool creatures as they can, and use those beasts to battle against friends and rivals. This time around, the games feel somehow more indulgent. Pokémon can now mega evolve into ridiculous forms, which you can pet and play with. You can connect with players around the world and trade with ease, which really helps keep the game from feeling lonesome. The new Pokémon is an RPG that you'll most likely play because it's charming. Super Mario 3D Land. Of course, it's a Super Mario game that validates the decision to base Nintendo's newest hardware around glasses-free stereoscopic 3D. Even with the gameplay being familiar to its predecessors, the mid-air blocks and moving hazards seem more dreamlike and surreal than ever, floating somewhere between the device and your brain. If Super Mario 3D Land's rug is warm nostalgia, then it gets ripped out from your feet once you finish it the first time. A whole new level of challenge opens up for subsequent playthroughs, and there's nothing warm about it.